So let's begin by seeing how derivations proceed within the minimalist program, and in particular, how merge figures into these derivations. So let's consider the relatively straightforward example, the policeman will kiss the puppy. Now, the first thing to notice about the way merge operates in a derivation is that it proceeds from the bottom up. And so what this means is that we have a tree that looks something like this. We have A, B, C, and so on. Merge starts down here with A, and then it goes up to B, and then it goes up to C. So in the case at hand, the lowest node, or the bottom of our tree, corresponds to the determiner phrase, the puppy. So that's the first thing merge is going to operate upon. So what happens here? Well, merge applies to two syntactic objects. So the first thing we have to do is check whether or not the and puppy are syntactic objects. And by B, which states that all lexical items are syntactic objects, follows that both the and puppy, being lexical items, are syntactic objects. And so we are permitted to merge them in order to form the set the puppy, which itself, by C, is a syntactic object. And then we continue this process, again, proceeding from the bottom up. So the next operation we have to consider is the one combining kiss and now the syntactic object, the puppy. And so again, the set the puppy is a syntactic object by C, kiss is a syntactic object by B, and so we are permitted, we are allowed to form this set, again, syntactic object. And the process is the same for will. And in order to connect the policeman with will kiss the puppy, of course we need to form the set the policeman first. So we do that. And finally, we create this syntactic object up here. Now, so I have not been labeling these, of course, by, for example, the X bar terms that we've become familiar with. And the reason for that is that's one of the fundamental simplifications that merge, or rather the minimalist program affects. So the X bar schema, let's get this down over here. So in the minimalist program, there are no X bar rules. Now, this of course raises an immediate problem, namely, how do we account for the generalizations that the X bar rules were able to account for?